welcome everybody to another episode of Goblets and Gays, where we get to hunt some vampires in this very, very fun Monster of the Week. This is all the programming that is airing during our season break, which, funny enough, when we were recording this, tonight we start recording season 2, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I swear, we actually did take time off. We're about a month ahead in our recordings, so... I know it's like, yes, we just dropped season 1. We're starting to record season 2. It's like, no, I swear. But I am Aubrey. Your keeper of monsters and mysteries, as they call it. And I will turn it over to, I will introduce all of the podcasts that we are making this awesome, little thing with. I will start with Chasing Tales. If you want to introduce yourselves.
Yeah, sorry I was a bit slow replying there. I was getting my dice out. My dice box is a music box, and I was like, can't record with this stupid little jingle going. Yeah, hi, I'm Prue. I'm part of Chasing Tales role-playing games. We stream on Twitch, stream for ITT, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and Cyberpunk Red. Should I introduce who I'm playing? Or...
Yes, because, the first episode. You can say who you're playing in your playbook.
Cool. I am playing the dapper darling of the silver screen movie star Fred Astaire, and I am playbook The Chosen. Woo-hoo. So I technically I'm like the Buffy. If this was Buffy, yeah. I'm Fred Astaire, but I'm Buffy. Cool. That's me.
Yep.
And I'll pass over to Ghost, who's...
Yes, hello, I'm Ghost, known as Rowan. I am also part of Chasing Tales, and also who are a national indie game development, game writing company. Our first game just came out on drive-thru and PDF a couple days ago, which is 12 Inner Demons. I didn't work on it, so I can say unbiasedly, go buy it, because it's... And tonight I am playing Francis, who is of a third-party play. He is just a little shithead of a reporter, just trying to look for the best stories, whatever they may be.
Cool. And then we will go over to Backwater Bastards. Introduce yourself and your characters.
Oh, hello there. I'm Dick Dynamite from the Backwater Bastards. I'm the dungeon master for our podcast.
I had to think about that for a minute.
Yeah, that's the main thing I'm the dungeon master for. We used to play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Now we play an upcoming new tabletop RPG called Orbital Refuse, which I'm sure I will actually in a full format one day. And I'm playing Trevor Blackfriar, who is from the Expert playbook.
So then there's me too. I'm Taylor. I am a player on Backwater Bastards. I play Yo there, but here I play Mossy, the hot dog girl. And she's actually not old, but I gave her that voice, and now it's gotta happen. So she's a teenager. Her colleague was by something, and now she is playing the wronged playbook, but she's gotta chip and protect her friend, and she's coming for whatever's out there. Old buns, giant tongs, and, whatever else she's got.
A hot dog suit.
Yeah. A lot of really great weapons.
Yep, you're currently in the hot dog suit.
Yep. Gotta protect yourself,
Cool. And then we will do Dice and a Slice.
Hi there, I'm Josh. I'm the DM for Dice and a Slice, which is the D&D 5e actual play podcast. It's about pirates, and I think you should listen to it. Glowing endorsement, great. Talking about myself. The character I'm playing today is called Henry Passmore. He's described as a man with glowing eyes and a perfect suit. He's a producer for Hollywood, and he's using the Divine playbook, a himbo, professionally.
Professional himbo.
Yep.
Cool, that just leaves me. Hi, I'm Alicia. I'm also from Dice and a Slice. I play a Triton barbarian called Tala. But for today's Game of Monster of the Week, my character is called Tim Timpson. He uses the mundane playbook. He's a small orphan boy from London who's been bought by the production company for his labour. So we'll see if he survives.
Cool. And so this has been a little bit weird because we did record and then I lost power, so we got about an hour into a recording and then everything. So I'm also refreshing myself as to what happened in our first episode. So everything started off, pretty normal with everybody watching a janitor get killed. Tim came in and cleaned up the blood and through lots of events, learned that vampires exist, killed one, and then you have come to the conclusion that vampires are under the movie set and terrorizing this monster movie, and you've decided to do something about it. So we will jump right into that.
Well, jolly unfortunate what's happened here with this gentleman. I will obviously make sure his next of kin are contacted in the appropriate way. Meanwhile, I think we should put garlic in. Sorry, garlic in him.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I've been keeping it in a.
Yeah, the garlic's a good one, but don't you really think one of us should just ram a stake into his heart just in case?
I'll have to go over to the catering van, but I'm sure we can get a nice sirloin or something.
Yeah, with extra garlic. Yeah.
Sorry, sir. I think he means the wooden stakes that he made for us, sir.
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
Yeah, it's just it never pays to not be careful, eh? All respect to Wilbur, the janitor, but yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll feel it now anyway. And if he does, then well, he's a spawn of Satan and really would prefer to be dispatched, I think.
Yeah, it tracks with me. I'll get the appropriate paperwork filled in, I suppose.
It's a bit of a messy business, but we could always cut off his head. That would work.
Oh yeah,
too.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but I would prefer if we did that also.
Wow, you really love overkill.
Well, yeah.
Is there anyone else on set other than us and this corpse now? Has everyone else gone for an early lunch?
Yeah. I think you sent everybody away, or you're able to shoo most people away. I think someone may be running off to find a policeman or something just to report the body.
Right.
It'd be best if they didn't come while we did this.
Yes.
It could be difficult to explain to ordinary folks. Well, no time like the present, though. I guess I'm just gonna walk up with a stake and a mallet with the intention of plunging it into things' heart, because
We'll help you out. I will use the power of heart to help you.
Cool. I was gonna say roll to act under pressure to do that, but use the power of heart. And
So
that
means.
What does that mean?
is that a help
means,
out?
Yeah. So that I don't have to roll. We just pretend I rolled a +10, which means you get a +1 to your roll.
Oh well then.
yeah.
Hot damn.
Well.
So if you want to roll to act under pressure,
Let's give that a go.
Mhm.
With a +1.
Yep.
It's a 6.
It's a 6. So as you're doing this, you you do this, and it's you realize once you've hammered this in, you just hammered it in on the wrong side of his chest.
Oh.
You're doing this upside down. And you're like, this is where the heart is, right? And no, this is not. But as you're doing it, you watch as the eyes just fly open.
Oh shit, man!
No.
Hey, whatever your name is, you're alive. Good. This is good, right?
Yeah. And as it opens his mouth, you see the sharp fangs of a vampire.
Not good. Not good at all. Opposite of good.
And as this is going on, unless somebody's going to stop him, it will slowly sit up.
Okay.
Tim is going to panic swing.
Oh, hold on, I'm looking at my sheet.
I mean, after Tim's gone, I would like to go, please.
Sure, Tim. Roll for your to some ass with your fire axe.
Oh, I have no tough. Believe in me. Oh no, that is also a 6.
No,
we're
I don't have any
buffoons.
tough.
I mean, we kind of.
Tough, right?
I think Fred and Hot Dog Girl are the ones most likely to actually kill shit, aren't they?
Yeah, kind of. And so as you're doing this, you are as he's moving, it's throwing you off a little bit, and he essentially bats the axe away with a hand, and it sort of comes back and hits you in the head, and you take one harm as sort of the back of the axe just sort of knocks you in the forehead.
Question, sorry, did that count as charging into immediate danger?
Yes.
So can I reduce my harm?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Henry will wade in with his best sort of pacify the situation voice. He's actually going to walk straight up to the undead janitor, and he's going to say, "Now, listen here. You're in direct violation of your contract, and I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I would like to use Cast Out Evil. Roll plus tough on a 10. It is banished on a 7 to 9. It takes a little while for the banishing to take effect. Basically, 1 or 2 actions creature. On a miss, something is keeping it here.
Oh.
So he's gonna like whap out a contract and show just how in breach of contract he is.
You're just going to release this vampire into the wider world.
He's in our way.
Well, it's daytime, so if the vampire, there's not many places it can hide, are there?
Ah, true.
Rolling plus tough. Here we go. That is 12.
12? Okay, so what did it do when you rolled a 10?
It is banished.
It is banished?
Nice.
You show that this vampire that is in breach of contract, and this contract is somehow so incredibly holy to it that it just gets up, it sort of springs out of the coffin and just starts screaming and running towards like the entrance outside, not even seeming to care that it's daylight outside.
Notice the problem is if they're in breach of contract, they get kicked out of their union. So this is, it's all about producer knowledge, you see.
Ah.
I think it's clear that he's quite a new vampire. I wouldn't go out there if I was him.
What's going to happen to him, sir?
Can we watch him run outside?
Yes, I was going to say, like, as you say, what's going to happen? Like, he hits the door, and the door opens, and then you see as he gets into the sun, and it just goes poof into flame, and just screaming.
I'd like Fred to immediately, movie star Fred Astaire, to crouch down next to Timmy and just like turn him away so he's not looking, because the lad suffered enough today.
Oh,
After seeing that, hot dog girl is just gonna hold a hot dog outside in the sun for a few seconds just to see. Nothing happens.
Oh shit! We put the we did put the vampire meat into the hot dog, didn't we? Is that right?
Oh no, we incinerated it in the end.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It takes only like a minute or so, but like what remains of the janitor is now a pile of ash on the floor.
Just going to show Tim that smoking kills.
Okay, sir. Do you want me to sweep him up or?
Best leave it for the Jack. Oh. Yes, Tim. I think you're best.
So Tim just gets like a dustpan and brush from somewhere and just goes and starts sweeping up what's left of the janitor.
And at some point you look over and Francis Kelly is gone. He made his stealthy exit. But you did put him into a contract, sort of. So,
That's true. He owes us a Wookiee life debt now.
Yep. The janitor vampire is taken care of. Tim is sweeping up the ashes, and you all know that there are more vampires waiting for you out there.
Well, I'd still quite like to get across the set and get those plans of the site and see if we can find an entrance into the underground passages, if that's agreeable with everyone present.
One in my car, my little golf cart.
That's an excellent idea, Tim.
Well, yes, that will make it a bit quicker.
Before we start piling in there, I'd like to go and just have a poke around where the janitor was laid to rest. See if anybody left any clues or trails or blood tracks.
Yeah, no, you can easily go back over to the coffin and investigate a mystery.
Is that plus sharp?
That is plus sharp.
I got a 4.
A 4. You mark experience. Also, anybody who's failed, mark experience.
Yeah, I'm about to level up again. I've been failing a lot, apparently.
So yeah, you all kind of moved through the set pretty quickly, and then the janitor vampire kind of took a very quick exit, and people like the crew has been, since this is what you were supposed to shoot today, the crew has been sort of moving around, moving through and preparing the set. So any clues that might be there are unfortunately a little bit unreadable.
Well, our vampires are very thorough and efficient fellows. The plans is the only plan. And I will get in the golf cart with my ice bucket of ketchup that I probably still have.
Yes, you do. You do have the ice bucket of ketchup.
Lest you forget.
I think, can we swap it for garlic mayo? Do you have garlic mayo on your garlic mayo cart?
Garlic.
Yeah, let me see. It's getting more aggressive. You get garlic. I can put garlic in anything. I put the garlic in the hot dogs. I put the garlic. I can mash it. I'll mash it up for you. No worries about it. I got the garlic. Anybody need some garlic? Anybody need like a couple stitches? Everybody good?
Dude, could you do me a great favor, hot dog girl, and mash as much garlic as you can into this ketchup bottle? I don't want to dirty my white kid gloves.
You can't get garlic on your gloves. Well, maybe you oughta. Maybe you oughta after today. Maybe everybody ought to take a little bit of garlic and just, like right behind you, like on your neck or your wrist, like where you put a nice perfume.
Just imagine hot dog girl eating like a clove of garlic like an apple.
Oh yeah. As Eye of the Tiger plays in the background.
I see. I had a weird vision of her applying it like roll-on deodorant.
Yeah. Listen, you gotta play to win, guys. I'm gonna fill up that ketchup bottle with some like really viscous garlic and like I don't know, it's the 30s, so maybe some Coke. Cocaine Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be pretty volatile. And I'm gonna pass around like a piece of paper with a big smear of garlic on it for anybody to
Why did she make that sound like it was like a like a 420 friendly thing there?
It seems a little bit illicit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like a little rolling paper just filled with garlic.
little secret garlic. And I'm
that
gonna hook up
explains
to my
your
cart.
voice there, hot dog guy.
Yeah, well, I've been doing the garlic for a long time, And I'm gonna hook up to my cart and get ready to go.
Yeah. But yes, you have all just destroyed the vampire that was hiding in the prop coffin by making them run out into the sunlight.
Yep, they were banished.
Yeah,
they were asked to leave the set.
It's a pretty efficient way to deal with them.
And I believe you're now getting ready to move over to the records room.
Yes. So we've got two vehicles. That's right. We've got Tim with his Tim wagon and Marcy with the hot dog mobile. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I got my hot dog wheels ready.
Hot dog wheels. Hot wheels. That gives me a marketing idea, but I'll save that for later.
Hey, write that one down first.
So drag race.
Then yes, off we go.
Off you go. So you all hop in various vehicles. I don't know if Marcy's hot dog van or hot dog cart has room for more than one person unless you're like standing on the pegs.
That feels right.
Is it like a pedal bike attached to a like a little cart?
Yeah.
So that means that
when there's also like
Marcy's got thighs that
kind
kill a
of
man.
like lawnmower motor sort of electric bicycle.
Imagine how slow it probably.
Tim drives at the same speed as Marcy, so feel bad.
Oh.
That's what you want, people. Look for that.
That also does explain like why Marcy's so tough.
Yeah.
Well,
She does spend a lot of time driving the bike around.
She has
that,
the haunches
and I
of a
mean-
kangaroo.
just fortified by all this processed meat, I think, kind of like a mutant toxicity. Like, what powers do you have from many hot dogs?
But yes, you all eventually find your way over to the records room, and it's this sort of big sort of nondescript building, like most buildings are on movie sets. They're just big rectangles. I swear I'm a professional GM. But yes, you go inside, and there seems to be a very bored person behind like a desk.
You there? We require entrance into this establishment.
They look up, and and they see Henry Passmore, producer, and they just go, "Is there something I can help you with?"
Yes, but I'm going to delegate this information and this job to you there, Trevor.
Oh, right. Thanks, Mr. Passmore. So, records person, we actually want just the blueprints of the entire lot. If that would be something you could give us.
They nod and they just go, yes, I believe we have something. Were you looking for any specific kind of layout or just the blueprints in general?
Oh yeah, just the earliest blueprints you got, eh? We don't really care about the buildings so much as what lies beneath them. So yeah, the older the better, I think.
they're like, oh, okay, I'll be right back, and then they wander off into sort of the back room. The blueprints are kept.
If
suppose
these
someone will-
caves are meant to be secret, would someone have put them on the blueprints?
Well, I'm just hoping that that perhaps they haven't always been a secret. I guess in the earlier days when they built the lot, perhaps somebody back then did know about them before
That
the
does make
vampires
sense.
moved in.
Do you
I
want
love
to?
how-
We should probably send someone in to make sure they're legit. We've not seen them eating any garlic or being out in the sun, so we don't know that they're not. Wink, nudge, a
Oh.
bit toothy.
You think they might be a vampire, sir?
Now, I didn't say that, but yes.
All right, sir. Well, I don't mind going to check on her.
There we are. There's a good chap, Tim. Jolly good boy. There's a sweetie in it for.
So
Yeah, I'm
Tim
gonna-
as per storms off because that's what he does.
Tim, don't forget. Just yell for us, if it is a vampire, if one by them bites you or anything.
I will, sir. Don't you worry. And Tim gives a big thumbs up to you guys.
Mm.
Marcy's just gonna look at everybody like, really? And yeah, I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with Tim. Yeah. I'm gonna
Marcy,
bring.
don't be a hero, Marcy.
Well, yeah, about that. See, this hero business, man, I don't know nothing about that. But I got my garlic, and Tim's only eating one cigarette today, so
Only one.
somebody got to come in there. Feels like it.
So Tim and Marcy, you all go behind the desk and through the door that the records person went through. And it doesn't take you very long to find them. They're moving through a couple of rows, and they look very, not necessarily lost, but confused.
Is everything all right?
Yes, I was looking for the blueprints that you all wanted, but they don't appear to be in the place they should be.
Oh no. Do you think someone might have moved them?
Maybe it's a possibility, but I'm not sure. If either of you want to check some of the other aisles, they'll be pretty big and labeled main lot.
Okay. Tim will look around and I would like to use my oops thing. So basically, if I want to stumble across something important, I tell you.
Me reading what exactly oops does.
Yeah, so it just says you will find something important and useful, but not necessarily related to your immediate problems.
Oh, great.
At least that's your plot hook.
I mean, you take an aisle, you start moving through, and at one point, you see something sticking out from like underneath a shelf, and you bend it down and pull out what looks to be like a silver cross.
Is it clean or is it bloody?
It's clean. It's a little bit, it's a little bit like dusty because it looks like it's been under there for a while. But it's clean. It's not like covered in blood or anything.
Okay, Tim's just going to pocket that. He's going to hold on to that because that seems like that might be helpful.
Seems like something Tim should hold on to. Tim will need this.
I can't see any boxes, but I will say I don't actually know how to read. So I'm not sure what I'm looking for. I'm good with shapes though.
Marcy does not have investigative skills. Almost at all. All of my points are in tough, weird, and cool. So
What is investigate?
It's sharp.
Sharp.
Oh,
I have
Oh, I'm-
-1 sharp.
I have a plus to sharp, so
Yeah,
I mean I can try.
If you want to roll to
But I do have 1 point in cool, which is act under pressure and help out.
you could help out Tim if Tim wanted to
Yeah.
investigate a mystery.
You could show
Yeah, let's do
Tim
it.
what shape the words are.
Exactly.
And then he'll
Because
get it.
It's unknown how good Marcy's education is as well. It is the 30s. And we
Yeah.
both have jobs. So but I'm definitely Tim, yeah, I seen a couple words. I read words off of the jaws of the dogs. So yeah, you know what? Like what words we're looking for? Blue. I might know about the shape of that word.
This roll to help out and roll to investigate.
Okay. Oh,
Ooh.
I rolled a 4.
and I rolled a 6.
Oh.
So
Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, we might need to ask for some help.
so you both are looking around, but there are no blue words.
I need an adult.
Help, adult.
Mr. Blackfriar, sir, We need your help, Tim
Oh,
yells.
yeah. I mean, Trevor's going to immediately grab a stake in one hand, cock his shotgun in the other, and just run in, ready to slay vampires. Just coming in, both weapons drawn towards the noise of Tim's voice. Wild eyes, ready to shoot some vampires.
And you do see the relic person, and then she's like, "Oh God, what is going on?"
Tim, is everything all right? Is she a vampire?
No, Mr. Blackfire, it's okay. We're looking for a box because the blueprint seems to be in the wrong place, but I can't read, and Marcy is questionable.
Oh yeah, I see. So you just want me to read the outsides of some of these boxes for you?
We were hoping
Trevor.
you might be able to help find the blueprint.
You know about the word? You can read the word?
Oh yeah, I just have to shift gears here a little bit then. Right, yeah, just like, sort of pop some shells out of the shotgun back into my pocket and
To startle you, sir. I didn't realise that you might panic.
holster the wooden stake like on my electrician's belt next to I'm going to assume some sort of archaic soldering iron and a few other wooden stakes. And investigate a mystery, I suppose.
If one of you wants to help out, you can.
All right, I'll try.
And don't forget to mark experience for your failure.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, that's true.
I got some at now.
So did you just fail again? You rolled the exact same thing.
Can Tim help out or try to?
This is definitely not.
Tim can assist. Try to help out.
I mean,
Cool.
if your help out doesn't succeed, I've rolled a 6, so it is required.
But it's a failure.
right. So what? And this is plus cool, and I am quite cool.
But it
Okay.
is right on the cusp where your help.
Oh, yeah, I rolled a 12.
Well then.
Hey.
Yeah. So they get
Tim
that
reads his heart.
+1.
Well then,
So it will push you just into a success.
So on a 12, your help lets them act as if they just rolled a 12, regardless of what they actually got.
That is for the advanced move.
Oh, I
Which
see. When
you
using
get,
those,
you
to kill
get
me.
through leveling up.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, it's good. It's really confusing the way it's laid out. I played it a Monster of the Week game. We did not understand what advanced meant for 4 months.
Wow.
Great. Okay, cool. Because I definitely know what.
Well,
I will take your word for it.
But yes.
so I guess somehow the assistance of Tim has actually paid off as I investigate throughout here.
He just holds up a box and it's like, what word is this? It's the exact word you're looking for. You stumble
good.
right across it.
Good work, Timmy. That looks like what we're looking for.
Oh, I'm glad I could help, sir.
And you have one question to ask.
I mean, the question is, I presume, just going to be
What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do?
It's what happened here, isn't it? Why can't the records person find the
It definitely looks like the blueprints were intentionally moved. They were on the opposite side. They weren't destroyed or anything, which might have been the smarter idea, but they were moved.
Well, that's a little bit suspicious. Records person,
Yes?
is anyone else other than you been here in the last day or so?
Yeah, I only work the morning, the day shift. There's someone else here at night.
Oh, that's really suspicious. Who works here at night then?
I don't know. I've never met them. They usually come in after I've left. I've been told that their name is Dave.
All right. I think we should go and ask Mr. Passmore about Dave, guys. I got a feeling something fishy's happening.
That sounds like a good idea. I also did find this cross, sir. It's silver, so I thought I might hang on to it.
Oh, yep. No, that's pretty good. With against the vampires, yeah. Yeah, hold on to that, Tim. Because we might want to send you into dangerous places again.
That's what you don't pay me for, sir.
So yes, you have your blueprints, and you head back out to the main room where everyone else is.
And anyway, Mr. Astaire, I said, you'll never catch me in a suit like that. It's not real.
Clink our little
Martini
whiskey
glasses.
martini glasses together.
Francis is looking very honest.
Oh, all right. Mr. Passmore, we just wanted to ask you some questions about Dave from the records room. If maybe he if you know anything about him or where he might be, because I don't know, someone had moved the records and I just it might have been a vampire or maybe one of the vampires enthralled slaves, you know?
Seems pretty likely. Can I roll something? I don't want to go completely hog wild here.
To remember something about Dave.
Yes.
Just roll
You got a lot to
investigative history.
remember.
Roll plus sharp.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Himbo strikes
Okay.
again.
The curse of the himbo. That is a 6.
A 6. So yeah, you've never heard of Dave from the records department.
Dave from the records department, filled with tiny people also called Dave. Yes. That's a Meet Dave reference for any Eddie Murphy fans out there.
Right. So yeah, I mean, we were just curious. So I guess we just continue as is then.
Yes. Do we have a map to the?
Yeah. Tim, let's just help me unroll this thing and let's have a look, eh?
Tim obliges.
There's like big tables over like.
I say, records keeper, would
Yes.
you care to prepare a note saying, David, you are no longer welcome in this building, and pin it to the front door. If anything untoward has happened to David, I don't believe he'll be able to enter when he's not given permission to do so.
I'm
Sure.
concerned that we know that Dave is guilty. It seems a bit harsh.
We can just hire somebody else. It's not a big deal.
Start like writing out something and be like, "Is this okay?"
Oh, that's tip top. That's super duper. Thank you. And I'll go and pin it to the door.
Before I
Being
leave.
Dave, if he's not a vampire, come and really like, what the hell?
Well, if Dave's not a vampire, right? He can just be like, stupid note, and just walk in.
He also might think he's been fired.
Oh well.
Also true.
Oh, hang on a moment. I'll put my signature at the bottom there. Hey, that's more.
So it's official.
Yeah, lovely.
Management
The records keeper will put it on the door when she leaves.
is real.
But yes, you have the blueprints out on a table in front of you, and you are looking over them. Why doesn't somebody read a bad situation to see what you can from this?
Oh, I'm not the most sharp.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm all sharp, and I've already just unraveled the map, so I assume I would at least give it a
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, and then someone can assist.
Oh, I'll help you out there with my knowledge of knowledge.
With your cool.
The power of cool compels you. Oof! Oh Lord! That's a 6.
Oh.
Oh,
You
well,
not
were-
helping.
You were
That's
far
fine.
too distracted
Three.
by that martini.
I guess I'll just read the bad situation with negligible amounts of assistance then. Oh, I have rolled a 10, however.
Ooh,
10, so yeah, you hold 3.
nice.
Best way in, best way out. Dangers you haven't noticed. Biggest threat. Vulnerable. What's most vulnerable to me? What is the best way to protect?
I mean, I'm thinking best way in, best way out is
Mhm.
kind of like
Mhm.
very useful, very essential, and I think what's most vulnerable to me as well, because like I'm, Tuvor is in action mode. He was already about to go in and shoot some poor records keeper. So
Yeah.
I think
Best way in. We'll start with that. There appears to be like an entrance to there on one of the main buildings. Where like just offices are. There seems to be a room that doesn't really connect to anything. And you've been in the offices 1 or 2 times, and you for the life of you cannot remember ever seeing that room. And from your just general knowledge of geography, there is a beach pretty close by, and more likely than not, that's where there might be like an exit to said cave.
I mean that makes some sort of warp sense.
Yep. And because this was what used to be like bootlegger tunnels, so they needed an easy way to get in and out. And what is most vulnerable to you? That would probably be honestly either way, going in through the beach or through the offices is probably a good idea. If you do go through the offices, you're relatively sure, depending on the time of day and everything, you might be able to funnel them out into the sunlight.
Ooh, that sounds good, doesn't it?
Nice.
Chase them out onto the beach where they can all just get a nice suntan.
While
All right,
surf
so
music plays.
I'm pretty sure we can get in if there's underground tunnels. This room here, this is like a secret room. That will be the way in. And these tunnels. Well, if they were used, for bootlegging, then probably the best place to get them out would have been by a boat. So I think somewhere along the coast here there will be another cave entrance. Yeah. So what if we just go in there with all our weapons and things, and we just chase the vampires out into the beach, into the sun, and they can get a nice suntan.
I think that sounds like a brilliant idea.
Seems the best way to go. Freddie, you on board with this?
Absolutely. Anything that removes these evil scourge from the face of the earth is tip-top by me. So I think, chase them out, give them a suntan, just as Trevor said.
If the caves are going to be dark, might we need some torches or some lights?
Yes, I expect so.
Fire of a preserved dog.
Say that again. Sorry.
Yes, please repeat.
in English, the fire of a preserved dog.
You just said
Are you
old hot dog
Let's set a hot dog on fire. I don't.
Yeah, on a stick. I'm starting to sound like Trevor. Must hold back the urge to. Yeah, I'm thinking we could do because stick hot dogs is a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like a corn dog.
Yeah, but like an old one, so it'll burn longer. Heat bog.
Oh, like a dried hot dog, like hot dog jerky.
Yes.
Meat fires though.
I've been
perhaps some
saving
stale
these.
buns
I've
might
been
be more
saving these
appropriate.
like a new menu item, but nobody's really buying them. These
I don't
old
know.
dogs.
You cover those in oil, maybe.
Yeah.
Wrap it up
dog
with
for-
napkins.
A dog for each of yous.
I hate to bring us back to this day and age, Marcy, but I don't suppose we could just use flashlights.
Do we have that?
I would say, yeah, you have that. Flashlights exist, and there are security guards who work on the premises, so you could just, I don't know, go take them from them.
I think that might be easier. Fire seems like it's asking for trouble.
In my mind, I'm like, when did battery get invented?
I mean, we are making movies here, so definitely we have some sort of
That's
electronic
fair.
devices, just chronologically
sure,
speaking, it's a
what era I'm
sort of
in.
a 2 + 2 kind of equation.
Marcy, how old are you really?
Never ask a lady. Never ask a lady.
Marcy is an Eldritch.
And I suppose
Potentially.
absolute worst case scenario, we can always just sort of use the flash of the camera on Francis's photography device to blind.
I mean, cinematically, that is quite an appealing way to light a horror scene. Yeah.
Sort of just a rapid fire, Tommy gun style.
Should we go to the security guard's cupboard and just borrow some flashlight?
Tim with the ideas here.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
vanilla Tim.
Why don't we all meet at the entrance with our weapons, and Tim can go get the flashlights.
Hey, Sarah, I'll be back in a jiffy.
Off on his own when there's vampires.
Hey, I've got my cross now. Tim is safe.
Yeah.
I've just really I've really latched onto the whole sending the small boy into danger thing. It's
It's one of my moves, so it works
Quite
for me.
freeing.
I love that it is one of, and it's just become you're the errand boy now. You
Go
have
off
to
and
face
do
mortal
this.
peril
That's
every
literally my
day.
job. Yeah,
Go on in there.
we're just so used to ordering Tim around, they forget that he could die at any moment.
Even if he did, no great loss.
We'll just get another Victorian orphan boy.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of
Meanwhile,
those.
There's no one quite like Tim.
No, that's true. He's irreplaceable.
Yeah,
Me
Tim
too.
is
Why?
Unforgettable.
Tim is more than happy to drive off to wherever. I assume the security guards must have a cupboard of some sort and collect.
Yeah.
some
There's like a
flashlights.
small building, and they know you well enough, and you're just like, oh, we just need flashlights. They give you flashlights.
Perfect.
You don't have to fight them for flashlights.
it's incredible.
Good job.
Does anyone else want to do anything to prepare for this?
I guess it's probably not going to be a place that we can drive our little vehicles.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna start unloading my gear, attaching it to my hot dog suit.
So
So
good
that I
idea.
can-
So do like a sort of arming ourselves for monster slaying montage type scenario.
Just gonna get a couple of golf balls and just test my swing.
I mean, Trevor has been ready since
Yeah.
Trevor's been ready.
since back in the Haven. So
Trevor.
At this
lives
point, I
ready.
imagine Trevor is basically feral.
That's probably about right.
Yeah. Anybody else doing anything before we jump to that?
No, I
Nor
think
I.
I think we're good.
I think we're good, yeah.
Oh well, I was just gonna hop in, because I don't think I did this. I think I did this in the hour of recording we lost, where I asked Marcy to swap my ketchup on ice for garlic sauce on ice, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
Yeah, and I would
no.
like to redo that. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I got that. I got like a garlic, almost like a.
That sounds
People-
perfect.
people
You're
like
the
it.
you're the best hot dog girl on this entire lot. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, the other ones.
Sorry.
I'm the only hot dog girl.
I was waiting for that. It's like, you're the best one. I'm the only one.
I'm the last of the hot dog girl.
Squeezy bottle of garlic slime to my inventory.
Yeah.
Garlic slime.
Yeah, it has to sit for a couple weeks before it can really be a sauce. Gotta solidify. The
Oh.
fermentation process. It's artisanal.
Was Francis doing anything in particular?
Francis, amount of charm and swagger that's very out of his, is doing a good job of hiding it, but because all of his press training is failing him right now.
They
Yeah.
need to hunt vampires.
No. I find them and I write stories about them and sometimes I try and don't show up, so it makes bad stories. But I've never
Let
fought a
Silver
vampire
and all.
before. I've never fought a vampire, so I'm concealing his two-hand typewriter board and my electromagnetic detector of weird stuff I have on.
In this like TARDIS bag you have.
Yeah. I
have
have
a
a
bag
black
of
leather.
holding.
I have a black leather briefcase, and
Mhm.
I can see it. I can pull a whole mic stand out of it like Mary.
Briefcase of holding.
I love it.
So yeah, you all gather. You do your little arming up montage. Trevor probably just puts the shells back in the shotgun. That's his montage. And you all start heading to where this room should be. And for Henry Passmore, you realize that this room is technically supposed to be next to the office they gave you.
It's right next door to my bloody office.
But you don't ever remember seeing like tunnels down?
I don't remember seeing tunnels going down. Does anyone? This is strange. This is peculiar, right? Is someone pulling an older Yankee style practical joke on me? Is that what it is?
Well, I don't
The
know.
big old-
Mr. Passmore, does maybe you've got like some sort of like a bust statue or a bookcase or something on this wall here? Because that seems like the best way to hide a secret door.
Likely to be a statue, probably not a bookcase. I can't read.
What about maybe under the carpet or under a mat? There might be a secret door.
Well,
We,
I'd best
we had
best
those in
take
the
a look.
orphanage.
Secret doors, you mean?
Yes.
That explains why you're quite so tricksy there, Tim. So, I guess I'm going to be confused about this. What's going on here? Can I roll to look?
Yeah, let's read about situation.
Oh no! I thought it was going to be investigate a mystery, and it's not read about situation. Either way, it's himbo o'clock, lads. Ooh, that's a 7.
A 7? So yeah, you have one question to ask.
Okay, and here's my question. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Not really, unless you count books dangerous.
Well,
Depends on how dangerous you count reading.
So he does have a bookshelf that he never realized was there.
Yeah, it's just like it was there in the office.
Oh, you mean the paper wood holdy? Yes, of course. It seems yes. Let's just throw all these fucking books out, I suppose, and try and find an entryway. What?
Cool.
Sometimes I just say what as punctuation. I don't know. I'm British.
Who would like to act under pressure and figure out where this is a plus cool.
Well, immediately upon spotting a bookcase, I think it's going to be safe to say I'm going to start pulling them all as if they're levers in a Scooby-Doo haunted house.
Yeah, go for it. Roll plus cool.
Nice.
Ooh, bada
11.
bing. We're talking 11.
Yep. So you just start pulling on any book you see, just hoping, and then your hand closes around a copy of Dracula, and you tug, and it doesn't come out from the bookcase, but you hear like a click and a as the bookshelf moves forward slightly.
Oh, gang! I think I found something.
Ah, there we go. You see, Tim, this is the danger of books. Rearrange your bloody furniture.
That's all right, Sarah. I don't know how to read anyway.
No one does. No one does.
I mean, yes, it is. So, that makes sense. That tracks.
How does Francis have a job if no one reads?
There's pictures in the newspapers.
This is the moving pictures.
They're called talkies, not readies.
Yeah, slowly but surely we'll put you out of a job here, eh?
I think Fred is strongly considering starting book reading initiatives in his free time.
Like a book club.
Books ain't never made no hot dog.
But yeah, I mean, I just sort of try and slide this this bookcase like open or across, every which way to try and open a secret passage, I suppose.
Yeah, no, it like swings outward, and you do see what appears to be kind of dark steps leading down.
Oh, right
That's
then.
for everyone if you'd like to take one.
Yeah, 1 second, Tim. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a hoodoo magic spell here, just to stop vampires coming in behind us and perhaps even escaping out through this way. Let me just see if I can make that happen. I'm gonna use magic to try and seal bar a place or portal to.
Cool.
So,
yeah.
This particular place or portal, I'm going to try and bar to them.
Yeah. Roll that plus weird.
It's a 7.
A 7, so mixed success. You pick your effect and pick your glitch.
So my effect is to bar a portal from a type of creature. Let's have. I mean, I am drawn, and just in a narrative sort of way, towards it has a problematic side effect.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, we can do that.
Sounds fun.
So you were all like huddled in the hallway and everything as behind you, like Trevor just is like mumbling in these strange words, and like the air shimmers, and this sort of shimmery barrier appears.
Right.
The problematic side effect was Trevor did it too well, and now nobody can come back this way.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I knew that.
So yeah, that's all settled now. Nobody can come in behind us and attack us from behind. So I think we're pretty safe, eh? As long as we can deal with whatever's ahead.
Oh God, my martinis.
You just look longingly at the martinis on the desk.
I'll have the make 'em laugh scene from I know this is from Singing in the Rain. It's not a Fred Astaire film, but it's full of like joke falls and joke harm. Fred'll do a whole bit. He will walk into the wall and then a fall down, but then he does like a tuck and roll, and he stands up and he's completely unhurt. Ta-da! Cane in hand, top hat in the air. Wow, true
Very
artistry.
Very impressive.
Now, Fred, were you being paid for that?
You gotta do it for the kids sometimes, and I'll ruffle Tim's hair.
Aw. Tim really enjoyed it. He was
Francis feel
like
about
clapping
it?
along and laughing.
Is Francis
So-
related
I
to
thought
Gene
you were
Kelly?
saying that Tim really enjoyed the physical contact.
Oh no. Probably he did, to be fair. Yeah, both.
So there's one way to go, and that is forward.
Well,
Well,
shall we? And
I'll give everyone a flashlight just in case it's dark.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you awfully, Tim.
You're welcome.
And
Yeah, maybe
I'm-
lash that flashlight onto the.
If we thought about it, we could have installed the flashlight inside Mr. Astaire's hat. That would have been quite a thing to see.
I don't know what you want to do with my hat, but this is top quality. You can't just be cutting holes in my top hats.
I'm a producer. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Ooh.
Tell us
my.
more about that.
Onwards.
So yes, you all start heading down the stairs, and eventually the stairs do come to what appears to be like a natural cave formation. That you just one way to go is forward, and you just continue just walking along for it. Just seems to keep going.
Well, at
doing?
least it's very easy to decide what we should do.
Is Fred Astaire wearing his tap shoes?
Yeah, probably.
So they're walking down this
Tap,
corridor. There's
tip,
just
tap.
Tap.
I would like to point out that if Fred is not jostled too much, he will lead the way though.
Mhm.
He is the chosen. It's kind of his duty.
Yeah, you lead the pack down the hallway.
I feel like he's the most spry anyway. He's on a sort of a long enough walk, he's going to naturally sort of end up there.
spotlit from the back by all of your wonderful flashlights, you know. It's a shame there aren't any cameras down here.
It's a shame.
There's one.
Got mine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you do have Francis's camera. So yes, you continue going for it's probably about 15 minutes or so of walking, and you eventually come out into this gigantic open cavern.
Bloody hell! This is a excellent location for a
Hmm.
for a movie. I've been thinking about about a man who pretends to be a bat. This would be perfect.
Man-bat. That sounds interesting.
Some sort of inspiration from today's activities.
Can we see any like people or things in this big cave?
Sure. Yeah. Let's read a bad situation.
Oh Lord, Tim is not sharp. Oh, that's a 9.
9. So you get one question.
What's the biggest threat?
What is the biggest threat? And as you're looking around, you just something falls from the ceiling, and there's just wet thump on the ground, and you look, and there is the body of an extra that has fallen to the ground, and you look up, and your flashlight spots someone hanging from the ceiling. They have very dark eyes and very big fangs, and they look down at you. They hiss.
Okay.
Oh no, sir.
And they drop from the ceiling at you, Tim, and I need you to act under
Oh. What is act under this?
plus cool.
That is another 9.
9. So worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
Mm.
I'll say you can move out of the way, but if you do, it's going to hit Marcy.
Oh no. Tim wouldn't let that happen. Not Marcy. He loves Marcy. Tim's gonna take the hit. Oh.
Can I try and roll a protect for
Yeah, you
little
can.
Tim?
You can roll plus tough to protect someone.
Yeah, I might mess this up, but I'll give it a go.
Oh, I
Tim,
forgot about that.
looking out for you. Oh, I rolled
A 9. You protect them okay, but or all of the harm they were going.
it's fine,
So
as long
yes.
as little Timmy doesn't get hurt.
Mhm.
You
So
do
yeah.
get to mark experience for that though, Fred. So
Mm.
because that's one of my
Because-
things. Because you protected me, so you get
Oh.
experience.
Cute.
So yes, as this creature drops down from the ceiling, it's Tim. You, Fred Astaire, just throw yourself in front of this small child, and you do suffer 2 harm as its claws dig into your shoulders. But you have protected Tim. Tim will not take any damage.
Can I
But
do a DIY surgery to him?
yes, in a moment. Not necessarily at this second, because that might take a bit of time. But yes, as you're doing this, you also sort of hear the sounds of more creatures waking up.
Tim holds out his cross.
Yeah. And so I was gonna say we were in a combat, and then I was gonna be like, let's roll initiative, but that's not this thing. So I'm going to since you protected the small child, Fred Astaire, I will let you go first.
Well,
No.
Fred is going to walk calmly into the middle of the room, tapping in his cane, and then it slowly makes a beat, and he slowly taps out a little rhythm. And as he does, now I've chosen to play a star of kind of musicals with no musical training myself, so I cannot impromptu invent a song. But if the listener would please imagine, there's a beautiful kind of tongue-in-cheek little ditty he sings along with his tap dance that is like, creatures of the night, come out to play, gonna slay you all. I'm Fred Astaire.
You're gonna so have a nice day or something.
We're working the lyric of drawing the ire of a savage vampire.
And what I'm actually doing is using my big entrance move. When I make a showy entrance into a dangerous situation, I roll plus cool. On a 10 plus, everyone stops to watch. On a 7 to 9, one creature stops and listens to me. On a miss, everything thinks I'm the biggest threat in the room.
So I mean, no matter what, you probably
Yeah, so I will roll that now.
Roll it plus cool.
That was a 10.
That's a 10. So everything's like the vampire that just like dug its nails into your shoulder is so confused. And I mean, maybe some of the vampires that are still up on this recognize you from their human life.
And I will say, for the sake of your keeping, that I will make this last for like a little while my entrance, because if everything's stopping to watch and learn until I finish my opening speech or my opening tap routine, I think that gives everyone else an opportunity to like maybe hit some vampires on the back of the head when they're not looking.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then Marcy, you are up next.
Okay. Well, Marcy's thing, mass.
Yeah, go for it. Roll
And,
up plus tough.
I'm definitely gonna do that. Here we go.
With what weird hot dog weapon are you attacking with this time?
Click submit. Oh no, what? How is it possible? I rolled a 6.
Woof.
Oh no.
At least you get
Well-
experience.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
experience. And as you are rushing forward with your hot dog weapons towards this first vampire that attacked, another vampire comes down and gets you like on top of the hot dog costume and sort of pushes you towards the ground. You will take 2 harm from that. And I don't know if you can look up in said hot dog costume.
Yeah, I think so. It's messy.
It bends.
You get like a flash of a face, and you're like, wait, is that Velma?
No.
Oh no!
No, Velma.
Um,
My friend in quotes.
but friend, no more. And then we'll move on to Francis. You watch as this chaos starts to break out. What does Francis want?
Okay. Francis is not a tough man, however, he's a smart man, and I'm gonna pull out a little bit of the photographic film, like, because one side of old photographic films is coated with silver halide crystals.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go to the closest vampire to me, and I'm gonna like wrap the film around its face.
That will probably be the one that just fell on top of Marcy.
I will do that, and I'll try and with the silver film around its face, like, pull it off of.
Yeah. Roll to kick some ass. Roll plus tough.
Oh my
Do
god,
that.
that's so cool.
I've ruined some of my camera film, but that's okay.
For a good cause.
For a good cause. And go. Ah, wait. Oh no!
No.
That is not Snake Eyes. I do have a -1 to tough, but yeah, I rolled a 2.
So
But
I
you know
do-
what? Wait, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use luck.
Okay, go for it. Yeah.
I'm gonna use a point of luck. I have. It's my first point of luck. I'm using a point of luck. So that automatically makes it a 12. But, and this kind of makes sense, when I spend luck, I'm going to suffer some technical difficulty, e.g. breakdowns, communication problems, weird noises, recordings. But that is...
I mean, you are causing yourself your own technical right now.
I'm breaking my camera.
You're breaking your camera.
My
I'm breaking your phone.
editor's gonna kill me.
Yeah. It's poor camera. I was about to like name a camera, but I was like, wait, I don't know what cameras. And then so you do that, and you manage to pull the vampire off of Marcy.
Yeah.
In Francis's favor, you do have a job lined up in Henry's next movie if everything goes to plan. So you
I
might not
do.
need a camera after today anyway.
But yeah,
And
that is my turn. I'll just try and get
Yeah.
this vampire off of getting all of the silver from the camera film all over.
Yeah. And your extra effect is you force them.
Yes, yeah.
And as you're doing this, the vampire is starting to lash out with its claws, and I need you to act under pressure real quick to try and avoid those.
Yes, do that. That's a 7, mixed success.
7 to mixed success. So you get one, I almost called it a wound, but one harm.
Okay.
As the vampire's claws like rips through like the shoulder of your jacket and like sort of runs down your arm. It's a minor wound. It's mostly just bleeding, but it's not going to cause you too many problems.
My trench coat.
Yeah, your poor trench coat.
No.
No one comes out of this unscathed.
Yeah. And Tim, it's now your turn.
Leash, we can't hear you. I think you've muted.
Oh
your-
yes,
yeah,
I
yeah.
muted myself. Sorry.
You're good.
Is the vampire that's on Marcy different to the one that hit Fred Astaire?
Yes, that one is different. It is actually no longer on Marcy because Francis just pulled the vampire off Marcy.
Perfect. Tim is going to run into immediate danger to try and attack the one that hit Fred.
Yeah.
Because Fred saved him. Which means I have my what could go wrong, so I can hold 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll to try and stab this guy with one of my wooden stakes that I've been given.
Yeah, roll to kick some ass. Roll that plus stuff.
Oh, am I at a minus for tough? No, I'm nothing. Okay, that's a 9.
That's a 9. So on a 7+, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. Not harm is based on these. Does the wooden stake have a specific harm rating? I don't remember if I gave.
Yeah, I've got 3 harm.
Cool. So you rush up and plunge it into the vampire's chest. But being a small Victorian child with not a lot of education, you don't know what side of the chest the heart is on.
Sure.
You damage it, and as you do, it just sort of screams and lashes out at you with its claws, and you take 2 harm as they sort of just, cut through your shirt and leave just scratches across your chest.
Okay, I will use my hold to reduce that harm to 1 as opposed to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Can you protect someone more than once? I won't, because you... Or is that over?
It's like a once around kind of thing.
Cool.
I believe.
So I suppose technically I could have done that, but
That's all right. Tim's just run off screaming. You're good.
I don't
He's not
know how in
offended.
character that would have been anyway.
Yeah. So he's learning.
Mm.
And yeah, Trevor, your turn.
All right, so I mean, Trevor is. I'm gonna assume that everyone's got the sort of carnage on the ground under control with the various vampires, and is gonna be looking up with flashlight and a shotgun to the ceiling for remaining vampires. And I'm gonna go for read a bad situation.
Read a bad situation? Yeah, roll that plus sharp.
We're talking a 10.
A 10. So yeah, you have that 3. You can hold 3.
All right. Does that mean I can? Yeah. So I'm gonna ask are there any dangers we haven't noticed? I sort of want to know how many vampires are in this room, basically.
There seem to be 4 vampires up on the ceiling.
Alrighty. And I might also add in what's the best way to protect the victims, because we're coming back around for another round of attacks, and it would be quite good if I could sort of issue advice to the key players.
Best way to protect the victims is keep the vampires back. Use their weakness. Crosses, sunlight, fire, silver, things like that.
Makes a lot of
and
sense.
you have one more question. You can save it and use it later if you want.
Yeah, I might hang on to that one hold, and we'll see if I have another use.
Yeah, and as you're doing this, one vampire does drop down in front. Sort of tries to drop down on top of you, and roll to act under pressure to try to avoid it.
Oh, I've gone for a 7.
So a mixed success. So yes, if you can either be taken to the ground by the vampire, or you can get away, but in the sort of chaos and just moving to get away, you will drop your shotgun.
Ooh, this is a good question. Let's go for getting pinned. I think. I feel like Trevor was sort of like fire off a shot missing and just sort of get smacked on the ground in the carnage kind of.
Yeah, you'll take 2 harm as it pushes you to the ground.
Yikes! I'm sitting on 3. I'm still stable. It's fine.
Yeah, and we're back to Mr. Passmore.
Yeah. So by my reckoning, it would be Trevor who's looking the worst, looking the most beat up. So he's being pinned by a vampire currently. This is going to be very funny. Henry's going to sort of, seeing that he's pinned, he's going to sort of pop a squat down next to Trevor and sort of just say, "Yeah, Trevor, come on, look," and he's going to start brushing the dirt off his coat. I'd like to use my lay on hands to try and do some healing.
Yeah.
Just with this vampire on top of him.
Look, I'll do this in a moment. Look, Trevor, you can't work for me while you look like shit. All right?
Yes, sir. Just sort of a little bit, wrestling with the shotgun. Imagine the vampires sort of got both claws on it, like trying not to get shot in the face, or trying not to get bit on the neck.
So that is 5 + 3, 8. On a lay on hands, which is 7 to 9. So I can heal the harm or illnesses, but I take it into myself. So I will, I'll heal you 2 harm, or heal you 2 there, Traverino, and I guess I take it into myself.
Essentially, you would transfer his harm to yourself.
Oh, my suit's all dirty.
Yeah.
I've got +1 armor. Does that affect that?
Yeah, that would take it down.
Cool. So that means I take 1 harm.
Yep.
Cool. I've got your. Look, Trevor, this isn't any good. All right. So you deal with your problem and get this suit starched.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks, Mr. Passmore. I am trying.
Yeah. And we'll be back to the chosen one, Fred Astaire.
Yeah, I will just enter the fray and try and hit a vampire real hard. So inside Fred's cane that he always walks with, he pulls out like a long silver sword. And he pulls off his top hat, and you see it's like rimmed with silver on the underneath because I gave my. So the chosen ones get a special weapon, right?
Yeah.
And so I have a sword and then a throwable hat, and it's comboed in. Yeah, I'm going to maybe. I guess I've tap danced a little bit further around the cavern, so I'm going to turn and maybe throw my hat at one of the vampires.
Okay, roll to kick some ass.
Nice.
Tim will use his power of heart to help you, so you automatically just get a +1 to your roll. You're welcome.
I got a 10.
A 10. Choose you and what you're fighting will inflict harm each other, and you can choose one extra effect. You gain
Double check
advantage,
what that
take one
list
forward,
is.
or give one forward to another hunter. You can inflict
Yes.
terrible harm, suffer less harm, or force them where you want them.
I would like the hat to spin out and hit them and push them away from my friend and colleagues. I don't know if some of you would call Fred a friend at this point. I apologize. So I want the hat to hit it with such gusto that the creature is forced kind of physically away from the group, as far as that is feasible. And then also because I've technically got the blade on my business end, I get an extra +1 harm, so I deal it 2 harm, I think.
Cool.
By
And they have the silver tag, correct?
yes.
Cool. That means you deal extra harm as well.
Yeah, baby.
So yeah, you do that, and it does help. Anybody who's fighting with. For Trevor, you find that the vampire that is on top of you is no longer on top of you. And for Francis, the vampire you're fighting is pushed back a little bit more by the spinning hat. But as you're doing this, you do hear the 2 other sort of sets of vampires go thump on the ground.
Oh my god.
With Hot Dog Girl.
Okay. So, can I ask what my proximity to vampires is?
You are very, very close to Vampire Velma. To give me a tragic backstory, I act on.
I like it. I am just
into
her vampire eyes. Velma, are you in there?
The vampire will just look up at you with its dark eyes and hiss and bare its fangs.
Velma, how this happen to us? I'm sending this garlic to you out of love, and I am going to kick some ass on Velma. This is very tragic. I'm going hunting rifle, which for me is hot fry oil. So yeah, kick it, Velma.
Yep. Roll plus tough.
All right. So my tough is +2. So let's 8 mixed success.
A mixed success. So yes, as you do this, you throw this hot fry oil onto Velma. It doesn't affect her as much as you would think, but the skin boils, and gets all gross as you throw the hot fry oil. But she breaks out of the hold that she's in and surges forward, and will roll me an act under pressure to try and avoid her going after you or avoid the damage that.
Here we go. Let's see. So I am 1. Oh, it is a failure.
It is a failure.
Roll a 5.
Roll a 5. Yeah.
I love her too much.
Yeah. You hesitate at just that last moment, and she rushes into you and will push you to the ground, and the claws will just tear right through the hot dog costume and deal 3 harm.
Ouch. Okay, so I'm officially dying.
Does your how much your hot dog suit, didn't that give you armor?
It does. So I added the 3 harm, but it's only the first block of dying.
Yeah, so you are unstable. So if you've gone
I already
past
had 2 harms.
So if you've gone past the spider, correct?
Yes.
So you are now on check the unstable box. You have just received too many wounds, and now you are bleeding. And if
Okay.
you don't get help, you will continue to take damage.
Is it possible to enact the DIY surgery on myself, or is that next turn?
That would be a next turn thing.
Excellent. All
Mhm.
right, I'll just hang out.
Yeah. Francis, you just watched as Hot Dog Girl threw this hot fry oil and then angered this vampire, and then is just being savaged by this vampire that she called Velma.
All right. I think Francis seeing, all of these vampires seemingly overwhelming us and being around, like Fred doing his thing and seeing Velma get knocked to the floor and being as nervous as he is, just kind of shuts his eyes really tight and is trying to will himself to be stronger and to know what it is he's doing. And something happens and surges inside of him, and I would like to attempt big magic.
Ooh.
Yeah, what would you like to do?
I want to basically light up the room, almost like there's a big flare of light, almost like a spotlight, like a spinning spotlight coming out of Francis that's just always been inside his heart but has been pushed down by the drudgery of office work, and attempt to temporarily blind and affect these vampires and just bathe them in light.
Ooh.
Yes.
The light of the stage that's been inside me all these years needs
Oh,
to
wow.
escape.
Yeah.
So magical.
So you will need to roll plus weird. I'll say that your camera is going to be one of your reagents.
Yep.
And depending on how well you roll, you may take some damage as the spell takes like your life force. If you roll really well, no damage. If you roll like a 10 plus, no damage. If you roll
Okay.
under a 10, depending, there might be 2 to 3 to get the
Okay.
spell off.
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
It's a mixed success, it's a 9. So I will say you do get the spell off. You will only take 1 harm.
Nice.
As like your nose starts to bleed a little bit. And yes, you're holding your camera in your hands, and the flash lights up continuously. Instead of just one brief moment, it's just on, going, and the bulb is burning very hot, and you can probably not keep this up for very long. But I will say, for the next round, all the vampires will be blinded, and will have essentially it'll be easier to hit them. You all will get a +1 bonus for the next round to hit the
Yeah.
vampires until the end of Francis's next turn. The bulb will burn out.
Light stage.
Yep, you lit up this stage.
Yay!
Amazing.
And Tim, it is your go.
What is my turn? Okay. I'm still engaged with one, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna try and stab him again, but he's very distressed by seeing Marcy get attacked. It's like his
Yeah.
heart broke a little bit. He's very worried, but he can't. He's kind of all caught up with one vampire. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and stab him again with the stake in the right place this time.
Yeah, roll plus stuff.
Oh, and I get a +1, don't I? Which makes
Yes,
that a
you do.
10.
That is a 10, so you get 1 extra
Yay.
effect.
Amazing. Cool. What effect? How much harm am I going to take? As in to know whether I want to lessen it or not? Or do I just have to say what I want to pick and wait and see?
It is like it would be like a 2 harm from the claws.
Okay, then I'm going to inflict terrible harm.
Terrible harm, that +1
That would
harm.
be
So
4. That'd be 4
Mhm.
total. Yeah.
Yep. So not Fred. Tim. You're looking at Fred. Fred is being the beacon of chosenness that Fred is. And you just feel so inspired. And then the fact that the whole entire cavern is being lit up by this gigantic light is pushing you on even further. And you pull the stake out and just ram it into the other side of the chest. And the vampire lets out a scream, a blood-curdling scream, and you watch as there's like a fire that seems to come through it inside of it, and it just sort of poof turns to ash, and your stake just clink clink on the floor.
Woo!
Yeah.
One vampire down. This is
Cool.
the second vampire Tim has killed today.
He's doing
So I
well.
take 2 harm for that, yeah?
Yeah, as the claws just sort of get one final hit.
Cool.
Out for
Okay.
blood.
He'll probably then like run towards Marcy. He can't really help her. He just wants to go anyway. He's got his
Yeah.
cross.
And Trevor.
Okay, keep that up, Francis. That seems to be working real good, eh? I'm just gonna charge at the nearest vampire, stake and mallet in hand, just trying
Yeah.
One
to
on top of you, isn't there?
take it out while it's
That one is gone.
No,
That was
that
knocked
that
off.
was long ago. That's yesterday's business.
That was knocked off by Fred's spinning top hat.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I missed.
Yeah. So roll that plus tough.
All right, we're doing some math. We got a +1 from the blindness. Oh, it's a 10 as well.
A 10. So yeah, you choose your extra effect.
I mean, I think I'm also going to go for terrible harm because I mean I'm still in a pretty okay condition. I got lay on hands. Sid.
Mhm. Yep. So yeah, and as you rush forward, stake and mallet in hand, at one of the ones that just dropped down from the ceiling, you plunge the stake into the chest and hit it with the mallet, and they scream, and they start to seem to there seems to be like a fire that is building up, but is not there yet. And as they're doing it, they're sort of just trying to get you off with their claws, and they deal 2 harm as they sort of just like dig into your back. Yeah.
Die, you stupid vampire! I was imagining multiple mallet smacks trying to end it.
It's just that scene from Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. You're just hammering in that mallet. And Henry Passmore.
So Marcy's down, and I think his producer senses would kick in. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. We have to intervene before something worse comes of it.
Mhm.
So we are going to lift our 9-iron and charge towards the vampire formerly known as Velma.
Yep.
And I would like to kick some ass.
Roll that plus tough.
Plus tough. Woo! I'm a big strong boy. Yeah. That is a 10.
10.
Go.
So yeah, you get that, and that's also with the +1 from.
That's an 11 then with the
11.
+1 from that.
Yeah.
So my 9-iron Thunderhammer has 3 harm, hand, stun, and holy.
So yeah, and you get that 1 extra effect.
Cool. And I'm going to give +1 forwards to Marcy to
Yeah,
help
so-
her with her auto surgery.
Yep. You rush forward. You hit the vampire just squarely in the side with the 9-iron, and there's the booming thunder. The weapon its thing, and the where you hit just sort of burns with this holy energy. As you sort of get her off of Marcy, and screaming and clutching at where it's burning.
Yeah. Now see here. Look me in the eye and say that again. You.
Yeah. And they sort of like with one hand they do reach out and try to get you with their claws. So just to act under, see if you can avoid that.
Under pressure. That's a plus cool. I'm a cool boy as well. Whing. Oh dear. That is a 6.
A 6. So yeah,
But I have 1 armor and it is holy.
it is holy. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be as bad, but like they do sort of like get your like pant leg and rip it slightly. And the nails sort of go down your. And you'll take like 2 harm, which would.
You piece of fuck.
Can I try protect him? Because
If you want to roll protect, see if.
yeah, I just feel it's very chosen one energy.
Yeah.
Henry, not your trousers, not the pinstripes. I dive in.
Stripes.
No, must protect the pinstripes.
My pins.
I got a 7, so I protect them okay, but I'll suffer some or all of the harm they were gonna get.
You'll
But I am invincible. I always count doesn't stat.
Yeah, no, it's your trousers are just very well made. The nails run down them. It doesn't seem to pierce them.
It
But
kind of
everyone
just
says that-
irons in. It irons in like a really nice like pleat.
Yeah.
Looking sharp.
Yeah, looking very, very sharp. And now it is Fred's turn.
I do believe my most famous movie from this year was it Top Hat or was it? I don't know if I've made Top Hat yet. This is going to be big inspiration if I've not been in Top Hat yet. Everyone. So
Top Hat, well known for that vampire number. Is that what you're saying?
well known for that suit and Top Hat. Maybe there were vampires in it, and they were like, Fred. No, we're sending the vampires to the cutting room floor. We're just going to leave you dancing in it.
They just don't vibe with the rest of the movie. It's like it's a weird sequence.
I'm going. There's a vampire. No, Tim has killed the vampire over here by Marcy, right? Where I currently am.
Yes.
And then there is one still alive attacking Trevor
Yeah.
and various others in the.
Yeah, there are 3 vampires living. There is used to be Velma and 2 other ones. Trevor is attacking one of them. One of them has not been attacked.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, I knew Marcy was the best hot dog girl on this lot, and I'm gonna try and kill Velma. Sorry, Marcy. I roll rubbish. I didn't roll rubbish because I got a plus. Oh no, this is tough. Roll and
You
kick
get
some
an extra +1 for a spotlight.
I don't know if I'll do it. It will do it. I got a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7. So yeah, you all inflict harm on each other. So you rush forward and stab Velma through the heart with your silver sword, and watch as she starts to crumble to ash. But she does get she does lash out with her claws before that happens, across your chest, and that's 3 harm.
Thanks for the spotlight. I knew I could always count on you. And he flashes you a smile, and I will end my turn there. Sorry, I have so many questions.
No, you're good.
Cool.
And Marcy, it is now your turn. You have watched as Fred Astaire has dispatched Velma.
To finally feel fully past now, and I am going to take out a bulb of old garlic and smash it into my wound. DIY surgery.
Roll the whatever stat you need to roll for that.
Oh, I felt that.
You've got +1 forward as well.
Yeah,
With the +1 forward.
it all burns. So let's see. That's cool. Submit. It's a 7. Mixed success. That shouldn't surprise any.
So does it say what your DIY surgery does on different levels? So what is it for a mix test?
From a 7 to 9, it counts as null first plus one of your choice, and the one of these is little sheet. So that's exciting. Hold on. Let's see if the bigger sheet says. It says, okay, cool. One of these. So I get to stabilize the injury, but the patient takes -1 forward. -1. Heal 1 harm and stabilize for now, but it will return as 2 harm, and doesn't sound like a great idea. Or heal 1 harm and stabilize, but the patient takes -1 ongoing properly. Okay, I'll go with the last one. Heal 1 harm and stabilize, but the patient takes -1 ongoing until it's fixed properly, which is ambiguous, but sounds better than just accepting -1 forever.
It's just a bit of a limp, you know?
Yeah, that's, you know what? Cool. That's gonna add characters. So I'm stabilized and getting rid of 1 harm. So then that means I'm at 3 harm.
You crush the garlic and shove it into your wounds, and then cover it with the old buns.
Yep. That's a poultice.
And yes, we'll back up to Francis's turn. You have your bulb is starting. The bulb in the camera is starting to sort of you hear little sparks and cracks coming from it. You definitely know at the end of your turn the bulb is going to explode.
Yeah. The bulb's gonna explode. Okay. I'm gonna look at the vampire that's not been hurt yet. And I'm gonna look down at my camera as it's sparking. I'm gonna say, "We had a good run," and I'm gonna throw the camera at the vampire.
Yeah, roll the kicks and ads. Roll that
Hell
stuff
yeah.
Okay. Roll, and I have no.
Oops.
Whoopsie! I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay.
Fuck it! I want to get to do it again because this is cool. I'm gonna use luck again.
Yeah, go for it.
Because this is cool.
And yeah, no, you for the like, you're going after the one that Trevor's not currently engaged with, right?
Yeah, the one that's not been hurt.
So yeah, you just chuck the camera at them, just an overhanded toss, and the camera smashes against their face. And just as you're doing it, the bulb explodes and sort of just embeds all of the shards of glass in their face.
Oh no!
And they're blinded. So you're definitely, anybody who attacks this vampire is going to take a +1 because they are blinded and cannot see to fight back properly. And it does deal damage, and there's like a bit of a it singes, but it doesn't catch fire. Like there's a singe marks all over their clothes and their face. And you can see all the glass, and they're screaming howls of animalistic pain.
And I think that's my turn.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. I'm gonna fall back against the wall a bit.
Yep. Tim, it is now your turn.
Okay, so how many vampires have we got left now then?
There are 2 vampires left.
Okay. Are they engaged with anyone in particular at the moment? Sorry, my brain is struggling to keep track of
No,
them.
you're good. I have a little sheet that I draw off to be like, this is what's going on. So for the two vampires that are left, one of them is currently Trevor's in the middle of hammering a stake into theirs as they fight back, and the other one just got the camera to the face and blinded and like screaming in pain.
Cool. That seems. I don't think. No, I have nothing that can actually heal Marcy. I'm just here for support. Cool. Then I'm just gonna run and try and stab the camera one while he's blind
Yeah,
with my stake.
roll that plus tough.
+1 because he is blind.
Amazing, and that makes that's a 9.
That is a
With my
9.
+1.
Yeah, so you both inflict harm on each other. You rush up and you start to push this stake into its chest, and screaming even more. The scream is just echoing around the chamber. But yes, as you're doing this, he is just swinging his arms and just trying to hit something, and will get you across the face for 2 harm, as it just sort of like gives you like an across the face like cut.
Sure. Did that count as charging into danger?
Without hedging your bets?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Perfect. Then I am going to reduce my harm by 1 because otherwise I'm very close to dying. I am now unstable.
Yep. It's just like all of your, especially the one on the face. The one on the face, like that one's bleeding quite a bit.
Yeah, poor Tim's just running around screaming with his with his stake, trying to help.
Yep. Yep. And Trevor, it is now your turn.
Well, I'm just gonna try and finish this thing off, I
Yeah,
guess.
go for it. Roll to kick some ass once more.
Bada boom. Oh, we're talking a 6. That's a failure.
Yep. Unless you want to spend luck, but that's up to
I was
you.
going to say, could I help him out in any way?
Yeah, I'd say roll to help out. Like maybe you come and I don't know, give him emotional support to try to push that stake further.
Yeah. With the wrist, boy. With the wrist.
Very much
I believe you can
appreciated,
do it.
That is 8.
And 8. So help out.
Grants
So
10 plus 1, but I expose myself
to trouble or danger.
Yeah.
So as you're doing this, as you're getting close in, the vampire like lashes out and will sort of get you across the shoulder for like 2 harm as it cuts through your suit.
Is that reduced by my armor?
Yes, that will be reduced by your armor.
Cool. Okay. Ah, you. Ah.
But yes, so you get that +1 that pushes you up to a 7. So that is a mixed success. So you inflict harm on it, and it inflicts harm on you. And it'll just continue just scratching across your back for the 2 harm as you finally push the stake through its chest, and it explodes in a puff of ash.
Oh dear. Well, I'm feeling a little bit unstable. Can I immediately use my "it wasn't as bad as it looked"?
Yeah, you can use that.
Because I have taken quite a bit of damage now in this tussle, and well, if it works, then it'd be good news for me. Unfortunately, it fails. So it is just as bad as it looks.
Yeah, you're like, I'm fine. Maybe not so fine. You just flop against the wall.
On the bright side, I level up.
Yeah, take that level. And will be to Henry Passmore. There is 1 vampire left that Tim is currently trying to fight.
Yeah. So Tim's trying to fight it. And if memory serves, Trevor looks pretty awful.
Mm.
Tim looks pretty awful. Marcy is going to explode.
Might be okay.
Okay. Right. It's time. I came to Hollywood to kick ass and make movies, and I'm not making movies. So let's help out my property. Let's help out Tim. Let's kick some ass.
Yep.
Or not.
I can use my power of heart to help you if you need it,
hang
or
on.
is it not going to help?
So that's 4 plus 3, which makes it a mixed success.
It's a 7. Yeah.
Mine would only put you up to an.
That's a 7,
When-
and it's with me Thunderhammer. So
And
3
this is the
harm,
vampire
and
that is blinded, so you get a +1.
well, that's an 8 then.
Yep, an 8. So yes, you come up and hit it with your thunder hammer. Probably across the back or something. And it just serves to drive the stake. You essentially just drive it into the stake that Tim is already starting to push into their chest. It's like a very weird, like, hammer.
Mm-hmm.
But yep. And it's starting to scream, and then there's like the sort of the feeling that it's like it's pretty close to dying. But it does lash out and get you for another 2 harm.
You total ass. You'll never work in this city again. Never. So that's now 3 harm I've got. Do I click the unstable button?
Only when you go past it.
Only when I go past it.
Only when you go past the spider.
Okay.
Yep. And we're back to Fred Astaire.
Well, there's one of these fellas left, and I have been secretly trained from birth to fight creatures of the night, so I'm gonna do a beautiful tap dance routine that looks more like a martial art all the way over to Henry, Tim, and I'm gonna come in and try and swing and lop this final vampire's head off.
Yeah, all that plus tough.
Cool.
With an extra.
Yep.
I got 9, but I'm tempted to use luck and just bump it to top.
Tim can help you out, and you can have my heart power, which would give you another +1.
Oh wow, yeah, okay. I see Tim's eyes sparkling.
The sight of his hero.
Spotlight, and I'm like, yes, Tim, I've got to do it for you. And swoosh, and I get a 10, I guess.
So yeah, you will take that vampire's head off, and that is enough to kill it, and it bursts into ash like the rest of them.
Fred Astaire, vampire killer.
Although it may not be
extraordinaire.
appropriate right now, because on a 10 plus I get an extra effect. Can I just give my +1 forward to Tim?
Yeah.
Oh,
Tim.
oh, thank you, sir. I seem to be bleeding quite a lot, but that was magnificent.
How many of us are bleeding out right now?
I think just the
Form an
3.
orderly queue so I can do my best.
If the garlic if the garlic
Right, yeah.
didn't stop it, then I'm still bleeding out. Yeah.
You will bleed out again eventually. You gotta get some medical help.
I thought you stopped the bleeding, but you've got like a -1 until you're healed or something.
Yeah, it's like the garlic has created an impenetrable paste.
For now. But
I
does
mean,
it hurt?
come here and let me throw hands at you, and we can do some healing.
Oh, that'd be lovely, sir.
Come here, Tim, and he's gonna ruffle Tim's hair, and I'm gonna use my lay on hands. I don't know how many times I can use my lay on hands. I'm slightly concerned because we've all been rolling like trash, so this could go badly.
I mean, on the bright side, it's a
dropped my
1
dice.
shot, so luck doesn't mean much.
Oh, yeah,
Probably
you've
just
got your
use it all.
luck.
I
Yeah.
do have my luck. That is a 7 plus 3, which is a 10 for my lay on hands for Tim. So Tim is healed of 2 harm.
Yep.
Okay, so does that mean that I'm no longer no, I'm not unstable anymore? Tipped back underneath the line.
Yeah.
So I
believe
think
so.
I'm okay.
Next.
I'm now just badly injured.
Yeah, I will make you roll for the other 2. I would say, like, with the roll, you do well enough to stabilize everybody. There's still everybody's going to need more medical attention because there's only so much you can do with your healing hands. But everyone is stable
fine.
for the time being.
Back down to as okay as 3 points of damage can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
I-
job, everyone.
I'll help out Henry just story-wise by using my garlic paste and
Yep.
my garlic slime.
The garlic slime.
Yes.
Henry and Fred going around like in Florence Nightingale.
I'm concerned. What was our plan? Not to get them all to go outside. We didn't do that, did we?
There might be more, Timmy. There's
Oh no! Oh no!
You can never be too certain.
Well, yeah. I mean, by the way, if anyone does do that, I am often right, so I think you get a +1 following my plan.
Ah.
What? +1? Are we all in
Nope.
some giant simulation to you? Is this just a game to you, Trevor?
Tim will
Oh.
also go over to Marcy and just be like, "Marcy, are you okay?"
I think that this garlic in my wounds might be making me hallucinate a little. Yes.
Whoa, I'm feeling spicy, Tim. Spicy.
Are you okay, Marcy? I saw that was your friend from the hot dog cart.
She was taken.
Yeah.
And the glassiness.
Yeah,
Tim
Marty.
just like hold her hand.
Look,
That-
Marty. It's it's a horrible thing that's happened here, and I promise you that the studio will compensate you financially. for the loss of your friend. And I'd like to use Soothe, which is one of my moves, and calm you down, blocking any pain, anger, or negative emotions you have. This works even if the thing that freaked them out is still present, as long as my voice can be.
Hmm.
So your friend might be dead, but you feel fine.
The memory of monetary compensation moves over her like a wave.
Come along, Marcy. It's the 30s. We don't talk about our feelings.
Only the Gorlick. And she pops another one in her mouth.
Only Gorlick.
Shakes a couple into her hand like.
Well, I'm doing quite all right for myself, so I'll just see if I can find my way to this beach, seeing as Mr. Blackfry here sealed our other exit.
Yeah.
And
Shall we?
there's only one way out of the cave.
So I will lead our now slightly bloodied, bruised, and limping gang
Yeah.
through the rest of the. Hopefully, not finding any more vampires, but who knows?
On my level up, by the way, I've read about this. It's me roll sharp instead of cool when I act under.
It's probably another 20-30 minutes of a walk, but eventually you see sunlight at the end of a tunnel, and you eventually come out onto a beach.
Oh, I've never seen this sea before.
We did move you in a large crate from England. You're right.
And as you're looking out over the water and everything, you will notice that it seems there are a lot of drag marks, and as if somebody was moving said large crate recently.
Oh no.
No!
While we're on this beach, are there any sort of gothic-looking people under parasols wearing too many layers of clothing?
No, the beach is pretty empty. There's like a family enjoying the water, but other than that, it's
Drag marks, Lee. Do they go towards the water?
Yes, they go towards the water.
Tim?
Off you go, Tim.
I don't know how to swim, sir, but I'll do my best.
No.
Can I give something to Tim?
Is your hot dog suit like afloat?
Now that it's full of claw holes, probably not, but I'm going to bestow, if this is allowed, my bag of stale buns.
Was it a flotation device?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go check where the things are leading. Thank you, Marcy, for the buns. I'll go have a look.
We can't read and we neither.
Yeah, and as you head towards the water, and the drag marks seem to continue all the way to where the waves eventually wash them away.
Can't hear you there.
I can't see anything that just goes into the sea.
Well, I would try and investigate this mystery, but it actually looks quite cut and dry, even at a glance, eh?
It looked a bit wet to me. Suddenly there's a martini in his hand from nowhere.
And we all laugh.
Cut to credits. It does look like there are more vampires out there than these, but it seems like they have retreated for the time. We'll wrap everything up with you knowing that there's more out there, but not currently.
We'll get them, Tim. Don't you worry.
Oh, wonderful, sir. That's just what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll continue hunting down the master.
On the bright side,
Yeah.
we can probably save a lot of money on makeup for some of the dead extras.
I like you, Trevor. I always have done.
Excuse me, I've got to go call in my office about a camera that.
Hey, Francis, there's a contract waiting for you on my desk.
Henry, I think I'm gonna stick to show tunes. Vampires just aren't for me, but you've got Francis now, at least. And he tips his little hat at you, because I don't think Fred Astaire's in any vampire films, and I'm gonna keep this canon to the world somewhat.
Francis Kelly becomes Fred Astaire's horror counterpart.
Well, I feel like, Fred, I've prepared you for your next role as well as I thoroughly can.
Make your
Whatever
way
that
back
role
up to the movie set. This is a movie, so we roll credits.
Yes.
We
He
did
throws
it!
one Gorlick out into the sea.
One second.
For Velma.
For Velma!
Velma. Just pour one out.
Pouring a garlic out for Velma.
Pour one out. Pour one out.
Yep.
Rip.
That was great fun.
Oh, so fun. I love that.
It is. Monster of the Week, so much fun. Especially like this setting in my head for a while. I was so glad we actually got to finish it.
Yeah.
It wasn't against me for like 2 weeks.
It's awesome.
That was super fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We did
I
our
would-
best to try and die, but somehow or other.
You
We
know,
just
if
wouldn't.
I die in play, I don't die,
Yeah.
which is fun. But hey ho, I will live to be immortal another day. I would just also like to make a claim here: any representations of Fred Astaire made by me in this podcast episode or the previous one are not true to life. You know, I just want to, hey, I like Fred Astaire. I think he's a great guy. His movies are some of my favorite movies.
Mhm.
I don't know if I did him proud. That's all I want to say, and I apologize for that.
You know, he might have been kind to Orphan.
He tried to save Tim's life twice and gave him lots
He
of
did.
CTE, but he did also encourage him to eat a cigarette. So
Yeah. Yeah, we can't forget that happened.
Wrap up if everybody wants to go around, say where they can find you, to talk about your show one last time before we say goodbye. And
Yeah.
we'll do it in opposite order. We'll start with the Backwater Bastard.
Cool. That's us. Me and Dick. Taylor and Dick. I guess I should say my own name sometimes. But if you want to find us, you can find us on the Twitter at BWBastards. We are the Backwater Bastards, and if you actually want to find me or Dick specifically, why would you want that? But if you do, we're on there too. And you can find our secret Twitter, the pinned post. But that's us.
In pin post.
Yeah. So see you there.
Yes, that echo that.
Yeah.
Dice and a Slice.
Yeah. So I mean, you can find. I'm so good at talking about myself. It's wonderful. So you can find me personally, Josh, on Twitter at JoshGould95. JOSGOULD 95. And you can find me at that anywhere else on social media as well. And Dice and a Slice's social medias are all at Dice and a Slice. That's at DICENASLICE. I like talking to people on Twitter. I don't have many real life friends, and I'd like more Twitter friends. So tell me
Twitter
what your favorite kind of bread is.
Cool. I'm also Dice and a Slice. I'm on there a lot, or you can find me at Alicia La. That's La with 3 A's at the end, because why not?
It's excessive.
And yeah, we're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So come say hi, because we like to talk to people.
And we'll end it with the Chasing Tales crew.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Prue or Proopy. I exist online under the moniker Proopy Pants. It's like Poopy Pants, but you put an R in it. And I'm part of Chasing Tales RPG. We are under that handle everywhere. Tales spelt like stories, because it's a clever pun name. And we play Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, Cyberpunk Red, and various like short-term one-shot variety TTRPGs over on Twitch. So if you want to see some like live stream TTRPG action, we're the people for you. So come find us if you fancy that. That's me.
I'm Rowan. You can find me on Twitter at RowanMay_. That's May like the not spelled any weird way. And you can also find me Witch and Craft games. We also stream on Twitch, playing, currently doing Edition Ravnica and Rogue Trader and various TTRPG talk shows. We're a lot of games right now. You can find them on Twitter at WitchNcraft, letter N, or on twitch.tv/witch.
I am Aubrey of Goblets and Gays. I hope you're enjoying our between seasons content. Thank you for being with us for these last 2 weeks for Monster of the Week. And these next 2 weeks, one of our players will be taking the reins the very first time as a GM, which I'm very excited about, as we delve into the world of Harry Potter as some very gay wizards in Hogwarts. And then after that, we'll be back with our second season. We hope to see you all then. And remember what we say over here: eat your vegetables.
Eat them!
Garlic is a vegetable, so eat garlic.
Yeah, eat that
Yeah,
garlic.
Eat the garlic. Eat the garlic.
Eat the garlic. Put the garlic on your wounds. Throw it into the sea to mourn your lost friends.
Give the garlic to your mother on Mother's Day.
Yeah, she'll like it.
Rules light,
Gay heavy.
knees weak.
Mom spaghetti?
Listen to us truly earn the explicit podcast tag on Roll Gay Roleplay.
where we roll with sass and kick some ass.
Our dysfunctional party isn't afraid to get our hands dirty.
Feel free to interpret that however you want.
So if violence is on your gay agenda,
come join our campaign at Roll Gay Roleplay.
And may Yonsei be with you.
Be gay.
Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.